The stabilization phase is important. So what she did is she did the program, lost some weight, and then during the 3-week stabilization phase kind of broke it, which means you didn't stabilize the change. So you lost the weight, but you didn't stabilize the change. So when you were completed, your appetite wasn't back to what it was before, but it wasn't 100% normalized either. Okay. In your particular case, what I would suggest doing is you do the protocol again for at least 3 weeks. Okay, and then do the 3-week stabilization phase. You need to do the protocol for at least 3 weeks with the HCG, and then 3 weeks of the stabilization phase to really lock it in. The easiest way to say it is you do the exact same diet, just double or triple the food. That's the easiest way. Have big breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eat the exact same diet, just double or triple the amount. Actually, you can eat as much as you want. There's no restriction on the amount of food, but you are weighing every day. But for me, when I did it, I like to be very simple. So I ate the exact same diet. I just ate as much as I wanted. The goofy thing is I wasn't hungry, which was kind of annoying. But it was fine. Right. But I say in the book, you have to eat breakfast, and you have to eat lunch, and you have to eat dinner. Hungry or not, eat the food. In my book, The Weight Loss Cure, I'll give you there's actually 4 phases I outline. First is an completely optional phase before you actually start the HCG. It's kind of a prep phase, and I put it in there because a lot of people, when they read it like I did, I read about this 2 years before I did it. Because when I read about the diet and the HCG, I thought, this is going to be too hard, and I don't want to fail. So I put it off and put it off and put it off. So I theorized that a lot of people would put it off. So I gave a phase 1 of a bunch of things you can do, do's and don'ts, which are easy, which will start resetting the hypothalamus anyways. So in my book, phase 2 is the HCG injection diet. Okay? You lose all the weight you want. Then you do phase 3, which is the stabilization phase. That's only 3 weeks. And it's the same diet that you were on with the HCG, just eat as much as you want. When you now are stabilized, like I was, I lost my 45 pounds. I did my 3-week stabilization phase. And now I went back to eating normally. Are there any restrictions? Yes and no. The answer is no. Eat whatever you want. But some suggestions are don't eat high fructose corn syrup. Don't eat artificial sweeteners. Don't eat in fast food restaurants. Now, if you want a cheeseburger and French fries, fine. But make it at home with real French fries. People don't know, when you go to have French fries in a restaurant, almost every single restaurant, they spray it with sugar. They spray the French fries with sugar or high fructose corn syrup. Well, most people don't know that. Okay, go home and get some potatoes and make French fries. They're much better, and you're okay. The cheeseburgers, make it with a real bun. The buns in McDonald's are loaded with sugar. And there was a report 6 months ago that says McDonald's is increasing the amount of sugar they're putting in their bread. Increasing the amount. There shouldn't be any sugar in their bread. None. And they're calling it sugar, but it's not. It's high fructose corn syrup. Which is why if you watch the movie Super Size Me, you should watch it. It's a great DVD called... There's 2 DVDs you should watch. One is called King Corn. I already talked about high fructose corn syrup. It's a great DVD called King Corn. And the other one you should watch is Super Size Me. This guy ate at McDonald's exclusively for 30 days. First thing is he gained 28 pounds in 30 days. And then his wife was a vegetarian, he went and exercised like a maniac and went on a massive diet to lose the 28 pounds. 6 months later, he could only lose 14. He never lost the full 28. That's how bad that stuff is for you. And that was just with a regular diet and exercise program. So you gain it like easy, but you can't lose it. But the thing about it is, when he was eating the food, he said, I feel like a drug addict. It's 1 hour before lunch. And I'm like Spacey, and I'm just craving and craving and cravings the McDonald's food. I'm just craving it. And then they're showing him pictures. He goes to the drive-thru, he gets his bag of food, and he's eating it going, oh, I feel so much better now. I really do. I feel so much better. This is unbelievable. It's like, wow. It's like I'm taking heroin or something. He was really, he wasn't being funny. He was saying, this is scary. What is in this food? It isn't just calories, sodium, protein, carbohydrates. There's massive amounts of chemicals. Most people don't know there's 15,000 chemicals that are put in food that aren't even listed on labels. It's massive, the chemicals that are being put in the food, unbeknownst to us. You can't be a fanatic. You have to be normal. So you lose your weight, you do your stabilization phase, now you're in the real world. And you're with a bunch of guys and you go to a restaurant, you know, and you're eating your ketchup and it's got high fructose corn syrup in it and whatever, you're watching a ball game. It isn't the end of the world. But if you weigh yourself every day, it says in the book, if you're up a pound or two, your body should correct it. You do the best you can. You can't be perfect. No way, no how. And don't expect to be. But just keep monitoring it, because if you're up 1 or 2, then you can correct it real easier than if you're up 20. I just want to end with basically this comment. I've struggled with weight my whole life. And the reason I've struggled was because it was an all-consuming thing. Food, 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 weight, 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 food, food, weight, weight, food, food, weight, weight. Every day it was a struggle. And when I did this protocol, I lost the weight, and when I stopped and went back to eating normally, for the first time in my life, I felt like a normal person. I can go anywhere. I never have to say no to any food. I never have to worry. I can be at a restaurant and they can bring the ice cream out and the cheesecake, and I can look at that cheesecake and I go, that looks delicious. Yeah, we'll have one. And I'll put it down and I have one bite and it's delicious, but I'm stuffed. And I put my fork down and I use no willpower. None. No willpower. I have no deprivation. I can eat pizza, pasta, pot roast, mashed potatoes and gravy, beer. It doesn't make a difference. I can eat anything and everything I want. I do not eat in fast food restaurants. I do not eat Snickers candy bars. So I don't eat that. But if I do have chocolate, I'm eating the Goba organic chocolate. So I have no problem with eating chocolate. I do eat ice cream, but it's sort of Ben & Jerry's organic ice cream, as best I can. Although I heard that that frozen custard place here in town is supposed to be pretty good, so I may test that. So I have no problem eating anything. But the great thing is the weight just doesn't come back. And it's really, for me, it's been an absolute change of my life and an absolute miracle.